Keep howling. We're coming for you. Matriarch's here, all right? Let's put our heads together. See these half-eaten remains? They're a sign. Matriarchs lose their appetite when they're on the verge of going into a state of torpor. She'll have retreated into hiding to conserve her energy. But I got one way to get her attention. Hey, if I don't celebrate my own stroke, you know how Doc mentioned pheromones? Well, just so happened that I procured some Raptidon glandular extract in my travels. Should do the trick. A matriarch with 3 full stomachs ain't coming out of hibernation unless she senses a threat to her authority. She hates rivals. All right, let's do this. Armed and ready. We should harvest a limb from the matriarch while the body's still warm. This drainage pipe must be coming right from the box relay. They're lucky the Raps ain't chewed their way through yet.
Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
I've been bartering with the defectors. Traded one forced rocket for a whole tin of prestige force glow. Straight up.
I ain't even close to hitting rock bottom yet. It was bottom, sure, but not rock bottom.
Back again? I hope the hunting has gone well. Certainly, if you've procured the right materials.
I'm gonna assume Crabble Butter's especially smooth, because I'm ready to feel like myself again. The material we harvested from the skeleton Crabble could allow me to fire off scalding shell shards. They'd pierce through armor easily, I imagine. And the part from the Raptidon Matriarch should let me camouflage myself at will, like other Raps can. I'd be able to close the distance and heal you up without the enemy noticing. I believe either option would suit me fine. Care to share your thoughts? Then I will. And you know what? This makes me the first of Auntie's soldiers to graft with the skeleton's claw. I rather like the thought of being a pioneer. If you don't mind, I'll go ahead and take this spare part off your hands for my own research.
Oh, the skeleton Crabble will be a splendid match for you, Inez. Go on now. Get sorted while I get this machine up and running. Mind the Raptidon drool on the table. No need to be nervous. I promise.
Thank you for the bedside manner, Commander. As you can tell, I've got a nervous temperament and jump at the sight of my own shadow.
Enough distractions, please. I need the utmost focus for my work. This is beautiful work. My best yet. How does the limb feel, Inez? Any numbness? Pain?
Yeah, both. Body's not accustomed to the presence of another limb. Feels like I've got an extra passenger in my nervous system. But it certainly beats feeling like I'm bleeding on the inside. Or fighting the urge to feast on raw human flesh. Like last time.
Well, I'll certainly be having words with that surgeon, leaving you in a state like that. Now, you come back straight away if anything bothers you.
Will do, Doc. I thank you. And you, Commander, without your help, I don't know what I might have done. Whatever you need going forward. feel strange. I'd say this officially puts me back in full fighting form. If you ever thought I might slow you down, you can give those fears a kiss goodnight. I got a good feeling about this partnership of ours. I plan on proving my worth to you and to Auntie, no matter what it takes. I appreciate.
I cannot tell you how gratified I am to have a deputy. I have some faint recollections of the fuzz beneath my hat. Perhaps I saw such a name. The record room is in this building. You have my permission to peruse at your leisure.
Well, if it ain't DB Milver Street's newest sycophant. I'm Officer Babylon Carr, and you can consider that introduction the start and end of our... If you'd spoken with me like I suggested, mayhaps the two of us could bandy words, but you didn't. And taking sides with Milver Street means I got no use for you.
I did it. They are all dead. But the complete, I can only... My cover story has worked. It seems the colonies. I was able to ease... I have hacked into the... Well, I have... I thought I'd even... All that was... Well, I don't. And I...
closed. Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan. Why are you asking? Who are you? By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I could say it was unbelievable. I was afraid she was becoming a danger to herself and to others. But this is horrifying. I don't know where she is. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible, but I just don't know what. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor. How did... You saw her terminal, didn't you? Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking to some others inside the Order. That's when things became tense. I started to become uneasy, scared, really. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me. Among other things. For some reason, she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the one where capitalist fanatics brought complete destruction upon Arcadia. But you know how it works. It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the next chapter. It didn't matter to DeVries, though. She just kept going over it and over it. Would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That, and the invasion itself, set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that road again. She was so agitated when I first met her. Must have been 7, going on 8 years ago now. She never slept, didn't talk to anyone if she could avoid it. After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how she'd been. Or worse. Just a religion driven by algorithms, maths, predictions of the future. They believe they will eventually solve the universal equation and know everything, rid humanity of uncertainty. No. But it had to be someone's fault, right? The Protectorate couldn't possibly have failed to safeguard the colony. And they had to answer the accusations the Order leveled at them. We became friends when she For some reason, she interceded on my behalf with an arbiter, and she convinced him he didn't hear what he actually did. No one does that. Void, I didn't think anyone could. We all were, which she even continued to sign her messages, "See you in the equation." It's all so confusing. What do you mean? It was where she worked, one of the Protectorate's communications hubs. She didn't speak of it much. At least it's difficult. Some days I wish I'd never listened to her at all. I did try after the corporatists invaded Paradise. No. She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I know I've no right to ask this of you, but when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. I understand.
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past, they opened fire on us. A real code 472.
Oh, great. A 472. Been a while since I had to dodge bullet spray.
If you're wondering why there's so many engineers sitting here on their rears, it's because the dang Crabbles ran us out of the desalator.
Maybe focus on self-bettering
on
yourself.
standby
Nothing to your
wages.
precious terminal. Only thing they're a danger to was us.
Yeah, you may have the right of it.
Scout report.
Yes, sir. Looks like the repair center is still out of order, sir.
Excellent. At ease, Scout. Glad to hear that they have...
Remain unaccountable for their actions.
Haven't managed to repair it, even if Command has temporarily put the actual fighting to a stop.
Those guards are mighty agitated, and some are wearing gas masks. Yeah, something ain't right here. We should be cautious.
Heard something. I heard that.
If they put half as much energy into cleaning as they had into attacking the odd passerby, this place would be pristine.
I've counted at least 6 horrendous death screams since you arrived. You must be affected as well. Could it be? You seem an honest-to-goodness rational human being, unhindered by bloodlust, unshackled from the... Well then, by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, under outbreak, I, Elmid Ormsby, Product Envisioner, Department of Proprietary Methodology and Audacious Advances, am your interim supervisor. Yes, tragedy has befallen But back to the exciting news about this incredible new opportunity. You working for me, as an aide-de-camp of sorts, on a brief yet no doubt assuming success. Your fee will be based on the length of your involuntary... Don't focus. You see, it all requires a certain devotion. In the end, well, it should all be rather straightforward, yes? I suspect we'd use a top-down indirect coronium synthesis method, don't you think? Oh dear. It's occurred to me this might benefit to some extent from medical training. Are you perhaps someone well-versed with Apologies. I do tend to assume tremendous. Well, we'll need 2 things. Fresh samples of the red. After that, an antidote should be possible in relatively short order, with your skilled assistance, of course. How exceedingly... Spore samples may be taken from a red plant once we have an antidote.
Pretty convenient that he only managed to save himself from the spores. Still, we ought to fix this before it spirals more out of control. I've had my fill of wrangling spores. This should be enough for the antidote.
Goodwin here. Field report update. We are approaching the Raptidon den. These beasts have exhibited excessive irritability as of late. We endeavor to determine why. Surely the red spores aren't to blame. Windborne spores lack the catalytic agent of our food additives. Only way to be certain is to gather a stool sample. Simple enough. A routine task for the Audacious Advances field team. Quiet now as we approach the rap's nest. Certainly this spirited variety will offer... Oh, no! Oh, okay. We need to run now!
Ah, my most favorite, least homicidal subordinate. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at you. And to think I just forcibly coerced the first gormless dunderhead who walked by and found you. Now, first things first. Place the data... Aha. Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball and... I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in... Touche. Always fortuitous to have ready access to a key chemical agent nearby. This might just imagine the ad slogans. Air. Oh, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now we must formulate an antidote. If we're able to save my remaining subordinates... Normally I'd... Ah. There. Enable the... I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. Though, in the end, this should turn out to be quite a... I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote? Nice try. Not when I can... Not budging? Oh, all right. I suppose I'd be willing to throw in a little extra. As a wonderful one. All right. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. I, Omid Ormsby, be seeing you.
Subject to the most exalted vigilant.
Huh. Well, at least it's not shooting the water anymore. Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so... If you need someone to talk to hereabouts,
Hogarth. Milver Street reckons he's the key to converting this town. Let's bring him the...
Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later. Word to the wise. Despite what you might hear, we still can...
To govern it, the matriarch, working with and through the sovereign, devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of its produces...
Well, it's infected. Redstone arrives soon, we'll have to start cutting.
We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystems.
Greetings.
Like those nettles.
It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport. once a shining testament to Protectorate excellence. Now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please, let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance. Pshaw! I've no desire to speak of the current state of Fairfield, no less the Auntie's choice riffraff control. Why, I cannot fathom any of my people or I even contemplating defecting the Protectorate, let alone for that cesspool of inanity. I have my own means of helping them, which you could aid me with if you so chose. I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve, were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. We are not mirror. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts. Recalibrate, reprogram. Unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts. Why, we're traitors, obviously. Now, either the Arbiters arrive to execute us, or this place falls under the vapid boot heel of Auntie's choice. No matter who wins, we cannot sustain ourselves here for long. My linguistic embellishments are somewhat beside the point. This here's a matter of accountability. Responsibility was mine. Disgrace and judgment should be mine. I owe it to every single person here to try.
Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have
Nobody needs go anywhere. Not when we can still save Westport. We of the it'd have to be catastrophically obvious this place was doomed, and incontrovertibly beyond my means to save it, before I'd even consider such a recourse. Well, that's what's commonly I have the aid. Our automechs are still running, mostly. We have a generator to power them, fresh water, the reassuring voice of everyone's neighbor Prudence wafts from our loudspeakers.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized...
I don't know. Look, I've entertained these fool notions of you. I have a brighter future in mind for Westport, one you can help with, in fact, rather than dwelling on dark maybes and scenarios of worst imagining.
To govern it, the matriarch, working with and through the sovereign, devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed...
Not the first to question. Let us talk plainly. What would it take to secure your aid?
Bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most...
Farewell now.
ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons, or the basic individualists within ants.
This is all going perfectly.
You locked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesion. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. Don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider donating? No, thank you. Not looking for anything that does more harm than good. From what I've heard about Auntie's medicaments, might poison a patient.
My extra parts aren't side effects. That's your implication. And anyhow, I should think some minor side effects would be preferable to dying.
Well, fear I've little...
My body is covered in burns acquired in battle during the attack.
Each a vital
The only
cog.
relief I have is when I
Each
can
a
jump in the
vital
water.
Of course,
and
it's
float
part
over
of the
my
Sovereign's
former house.
Can't say... Now, did you need something? Or...
Right now, the Paradigm needs our houses underwater.
Stranger, hello again. Here to help? Or just being friendly? You haven't heard? A number of our subjects took a while for our water purifier to catch up. Oh, we've all heard about Auntie's choice grafting labs. Only cost you an arm. I do question. Protectorate. Don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? You scared?
Outsider.
Devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those menaces raptidons, or the base individualists within
Welcome back.
Though don't fret, the system is resilient. The system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing all your neighbors. Same as ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
Trust the plan, preserve set progress, sustain the system, serve the Sovereign.
A fine quote. My favorite is, we must rout all disruptive factors in the face of evidence.
The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust that had been building up in our doorways.
Prudence dictates that we watch our neighbors, but I may just invite him over to make it Did you hear? They're letting anyone who wants to train at the Arbiter's facility.
But the paradigm says we're to spend our lives in our... The matriarch and sovereign chose evil, so perfect.
Greetings, none. However, I may offer you a limited selection of premium initiate.
Chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent...
Glad the wireless told me that I'm happy and everything's splendid. I was tempted to feel sad after the ocean flooded my house.
And through the sovereign, devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those genetics of raptidons, or the base individualists within Anti's choice. So don't fret, the system is resilient. The system abides.
Fairfield with a special one-time free offer for all Protectorate subjects within and without earshot. What do I provide? Information. Did you know that an Anti's choice...
Why do those advertisements never stop?
They never stop.
Surely there is nobody in Anti's choice that hasn't managed to memorize them by now.
In fact, the former Protectorate subjects now abiding in Fairfield are free to choose any vocation they like and change occupations at their whims. This wildly unfettered personal freedom pervades every aspect of life in Angie's choice. Choice is in the name for a reason, my good subjects. Without further ado, I hereby extend my personal invitation to you all to join us in Fairfield and sample our unique brand of autonomous self-determination for yourselves. So pack your bags and get ready to think for yourself, choose for yourself, buy for yourself. With Angie's choice, your life will be transformed.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Anti's choice? Remember, Anti knows best.
Salutations, Arcadia. Anti-Cleo here with a direct message to all Protectorate subjects listening in. I'm afraid you've been fed a lot of hooey about all of us at Anti's choice. Your so-called superiors would have you believe we're unscrupulous interlopers, intent on stealing the very bread off your plate. Listen to your Anti. They say offer you direction, meaning, purpose. We say that's a fancy way of stating. We say part of the community. We say you're just part of the herd. At Anti's choice, we respect the individual. We're providers, liberators, spreading free trade and self-betterment throughout the galaxy. As the head of our corporation, I'm here to tell you personally, it's never too late to rebrand and start a new China and embrace freedom. Revel in
I'm loath to admit it, but the enemy propaganda sure does sound delicious.
Specialty drinks for the discerning consumer. Anti-Fizzos.
Say, hold up there, friend. Watch out. That way's a minefield.
I laugh at danger. I'm a get up and go getter. Whoosh! That's the sound of me throwing caution mission, I see my opportunity and take it. I handmake my own luck.
What's their secret? I wish I could be more like them.
Don't follow the herd.
Huh.
Eat purple berries.
Can't say that voice sounds at all familiar. I, of course, have never heard it before.
To succeed. Are you a get-up and go-getter? Auntie's Choice is the proud maker of Spacer's Chaw, Zero-G Brew, and antibiotics. Everything you need to get through your day.
I want to speak plainly to the citizens of the Protectorate. This war has forced you into an untenable position. You have no water. You have no food. Your medical supplies dwindle as your moves threaten to collapse atop you. And please know you may, your sovereign is silent. This suffering cannot continue. Come to their feet, weary, and join the winning side. I shall await you with open arms.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. The stamen of a typical Arcadian Titan flower, or Colossus era, is
That endless yattering is more insipid. Ah, the itinerant stranger returns. Not my favorite topic of discourse, but I do like the cut of your jib. Very well. State your piece. That is concerning. Perhaps somehow we could still tough things out, though, with only a modicum of suffering. Things are fine. Everyone's fine. I've tried to tell myself it's better to die a subject of the Great Protectorate than live a life driven by... Regardless, now that we're all traitors, they really don't need my permission. My former subjects are free to live an empty life with Auntie's choice. I'll make an announcement. Order them to depart for Fairfield. Should I? Haven't I failed them enough for one lifetime? No. I will stay here and loyally await the judgment I richly deserve. Adherents are expected to hold firm to the end. Such is the degree of our devotion. Oh, come now. I am a vigilant of the Protectorate. I have endured untold hardships, countless battles. What's a little Oh, you're right. I can't withstand this inane onslaught much longer alone. Unsure how I'll endure such an empty existence. Perhaps, if I offer my old subjects periodic advice, our sense of community may somehow, despite the wiles of commercialism, remain. All right, then. Suppose it...
For a face, Auntie's choice makes a cream.
Attention, everyone. Attention. I, Vigilant Ogden Hogarth, hereby do order all subjects under my command to abandon the settlement of Westport at the earliest possible juncture. You are to depart to the township of Fairfield, safely and together. Once there, you are to appeal to local authorities for citizenship with Auntie's choice. Thereupon, you are thus and forevermore relieved of your duties as subjects of the Protectorate. This is a direct order from your vigilant and is not to be questioned and cannot be countermanded. Now cease your preparations.
Just hope the Arbiters don't get sore about us leaving.
Well, we've been ordered.
Nature made apples, but Auntie Fizzos made them better with Auntie Cleo's patented...
I can't recall seeing any of these Protectorate types ever run a skate on each other.
Weird, ain't it? Those new Protectorate folk here from Westport, I really respect them. They've been through a lot. You tell them I said that. Work in the park.
You've lifted my spirits right out of their doldrums. Our new guests have just arrived. Here. From the hushed grumblings of the refugees, I've gathered that you, perhaps aided Westport's departure into inhospitability? I've two minds about the convertees. Anyone with eyes can see they need guidance, but a pernicious system is not easily abandoned. Have you any thoughts? Trust will take time to build. Time and... You've given me a great deal to think about. I cannot overstate what a capital compatriot you've been, my friend. Now be off. I've many refugees to see to. Plan is such a strong word. Let's call it, speak with Vigilant Hogarth in the building beside the saloon. He was in charge. Now, should you ever find yourself visiting the ACS Undisputed Claim, do come see me. I've no doubt that when we next meet, I'll have risen 6 ranks, at least. Farewell!
This paradigm of yours, or sovereign or whatever, it really provide everything you need to fight it.
Auntie's Choice is the proud maker of Spacer's Charm, Zero-G Brew, and antibiotics. Everything you need to get through your day.
Trust me, I need my Auntie's Choice rat crisps. No way you can eat just 100.
Stop blaming the wind. Trainee Lindell.
Guns up.
And do we aim weapons at colleagues or at our own unprotected upper stories, even in jest? Hint, we do not. The soldiers before you are they're accustomed to being told what to do, when to do it. I'm not one to idle in the path of a good faith effort. There's just one problem. I don't know you. So, respectfully, I must ask, what do you feel qualifies you to give instruction to my recruits? Somehow I respectfully... Linda!
You can. Whether it's an orifice or a face, Auntie's Choice makes a cream for it.
The others appear to be Well, hello. You appear burning with purpose. Is everything all right? Has something occurred? Judging by the waves of consternation wafting off of you, yes, I know of a means in. But you must do something for me there. Even though I no longer am of the protect. Now, I'll prepare a writ of conscription. Once you're inside, there's something else I need you to do. Something that would save many lives. I can't offer you anything for it, but you've proven yourself sympathetic to our cause. Hopefully, you'll return afterward and find Westport thriving, all on account of your efforts. That is the only reward I'm able to offer. The Vox Relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now, all manner of madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing protectorate law. Why isn't it obvious? Executions done in the service of order are an unfortunate necessity. Done at the whim of an individual, a true martial, and this, we cannot allow any of that to happen. Good. Farewell now.
You know what these new Westport Protectorate folks need? A middle manager to focus their earnings.
We did it! Checked off the final skill-building task. Scavenge a seaworthy raft, then set a course for promotion. If only we had a bottle of Spectrum Red to christen the thing.
Don't think you want to hit that floating rubbish pile with any bottles.
Pipe down, Cobb. I have every confidence in my handmade vessel. Sleek, sturdy, reasonably buoyant, perfect execution. Assembled with no help from you, I might add.
For the last time, I have indigestion.
Uh-huh. Sooner we reach the northern tip of the northern island, the sooner we get our promotions. Help me get there, Cobb, and law as my witness, I'll make you my assistant VP.
Ooh, pinch me.
This is Sanitation Specialist Cutshaw.
Must be at least a few usable parts in. Hello there. You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris? Westport's stockpiles of replacement. Fortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. True enough, but I digress. Was there anything else? Need to get back to my hunt, you understand? Like what? There must be at least a few usable parts in here. It's warped. Just like everything else.
Who goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center. What's your business here?
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is worth 10...
All right, Marshal Donaldson. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for xeranium gas. We sprung a leak. One more...
All that matters is getting these other... What in the name of the architect? Oh, right.
Marshal...
Woodrow, I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is bearing... You see, Woodrow?
That's...
Like you, me and my consternated head tick... I wouldn't... The Vox Reel... Delphinia Bryant is working on a prototype... What did I tell you?
Marshal, should they go...
Then perhaps... There's a good fact.
Give me a sec. Almost done with this. The Marshal, if even a single Automech steps out of line, it will be the end of me. Xeranium-corrupted Automechs open fire on Protectorate soldiers, and I end up in the darkest bowels of mental refreshment. Oh, the Marshal is a good man, but if you want to see the... She'll only be able to sell you our surplus.
Oh, yes. Now, what is it you want? Ah, our good Marshal sent you, did he? Assist me, and now tell me, are you familiar with this one and the same? So what am I endeavoring to create? Alas, while I'm occupied. Good. Now here, you'll need this app. Merely activate the... Try to avoid any fields of dense uranium, or death is all but... Normally, yeah. Ideally, the resulting shielding will protect against... Well, if you... I believe... Oh.
Commander, I think this stuff is eating my lungs from the inside.
Oh, if you'd indulge me, I have a few questions. First question, can you describe the condition? All right. For instance, do your bones seem noticeably soft? Well, as a... There. That should do it. Do stop back in if you suffer addition. Don't have much...
My little minion. What did I tell you? Should you suffer from any... Now, what's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the use. I require... You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside. You would imagine... Unfortunate. So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amp. Dragoons are You must have seen the large automech patrolling the interior grounds. That is the Dragoon. Good. Failing? One last thing. Well...
If you need something, kindly make it please. Why should I follow their example? If you're really so... I'd have sent someone to retrieve it myself. But Dragoons are stubborn when their instructions are unclear. Good hunt.
Any closer to obtaining the catalytic amplifier? Oh, superb! With this gap. Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. You do.
I'm glad that spectacle didn't. Whether or not uranium is hardly my area of expertise, but it falls to me to find a solution. I knew seeing as make your way in and be careful with that terminal. We don't want the situation getting any worse. Don't worry. Yes, that should, but that.
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Uranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis, then became atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate test model in self-defense.
Armed and ready.
I see the way back in through here. Just need to find a way around this mess.
First the attack, then there's uranium. At this rate, we're never getting caught up. Outsider?
What can I do for you this time? At last, the tide is shifting. Today, we fix our automechanicals. Tomorrow, you've done us a great service. We confiscated them from the corpses of the scouts who attempted to infiltrate this facility. The pleasure was mine. Now I can show our chief.